Sentimental video analysis for the Quasidb service for the 21st of April. Aussie yen, we can see our areas of interest there, as you can see on the spreadsheet. I won't say them out audibly, but you can see on the SLC tab. These are your current positions and these are your orders. So these are your stops, basically. Currently a sell, and we're below the MVP, which is your medium volume point. You can have other things there, but it does get a bit messy. But we'll just do MVP. We can think of that like a VWAP. It's a median volume. So anything below is bearish, basically. So if your price crosses below, then it's a good sell signal. If it crosses above, then it's a good buy signal. But we have to take into account sentiment as well. So keep an eye on these current positions. And this would be support and this would be your resistance. So we're right at the crossroads right now. So potentially down there because we are a sell. Aussie dollar, huge SLC, so keep an eye on that. Currently a buy, so potentially down there, which would be a bit cruel, and then would bounce potentially. Downward sloping medium volume point. There's your spike of interest. There's a large one there, but that's the closest one. That's where they're grouped up. Sideways, really. Got a broken diagonal on the Euro Oz. I see how we'd crossed above the MVP. It's bullish there. Currently a buy. So anything in the green and the grey area is sideways, so got to be a little bit careful. If it comes down, it will be a buy. If it continues to go up, it will become a sell. But in the grey area, it's going to zigzag. Euro dollar, currently below. There's your monthly pivot. Remember to check your pivots, weekly pivots, daily pivots, and monthly pivots. They're going to all be found on the spreadsheet on the search tool and also in the MyFX book tab. So that's your bias. Currently a sell, sideways on the dynamic. So it could potentially come down here and then bounce, but there are people making money, the retailers, they're selling this and they are making money, so that's slightly unusual, so something to bear in mind. Again, you can see that on the search tool, the average long price and average short price. It might come up just to punish these guys who are selling it. It's quite cruel, really. There's keep an eye on the pivots. There's your monthly pivot for cable. Number 1, 2, 3, 4. That's your line in the sand there. There's your spike, and there's your spike. Currently a buy. And so if we do close above the 1, 2, 3, 4, then that'd be quite technically bullish. That's your monthly pivot. Again, like a lot of pairs, they are sideways, not really committing to any particular direction. Yeah, so it's a tricky one. Keep an eye on that level. If we get a close above today, then that would be good. It looks like it's going to test it, and we do have a strong USD in the strong buy section. Kiwi, we're above the monthly pivot. Resistance, and we've got resistance from the MVP line. There's your areas of interest. Currently a sell, and they are selling over time, so that would make it a buy potentially, but we'd want it to cross below the 50% line. Euro yen, currently a sell. They got trapped. Like I was saying, I think last week, they're going to hold on because that's what retail do. They hold on to their losses. So they're now really trapped. The MyFX book guys are really trapped at 88% long, and the only way that they're going to exit is through stop loss. So that's why I'm thinking this is a potential candidate. And that, again, this is on the spreadsheet, so I won't say them out audibly. That's a likely candidate for target. We've got pound yen, 58%, so it's a sell. This is your monthly pivot and SLC, so keep an eye on that. Below the resistance, looks quite bearish currently, and they're going long as well, so that's another indication for a sell. This is very heavily dependent on what cable does. Like a lot of XXX yen, they'll look to their dollar pairs for signs. So if the cable, the pound USD falls, then it's likely this is going to fall too. Likewise, Aussie yen, Aussie dollar, and euro yen, euro dollar. They'll take cues from what their cousins are doing, their big brothers. So that's that. Keep in mind of the monthly pivot for cable if you are trading this. So if it falls below monthly pivot 1, 2, 3, 4, this could fall. Dollar yen. Lots of current positions here, so that's going to be a support. They're trapped. For J, it's a sell. Sideways, really. Monthly pivot, so we're bullish above technically. Strong resistance there, and we've got like a crossroads at that point, which meets the MVP line at 107.70. So there's like a triple confluence there. Dollar CAD. This just went out to the public channel and also in the technical channel we have. It's currently a buy. There's your SLC there, the big spike on the round number. Funnily enough, they do like their round numbers. Bullish above the MVP, bullish above the technical monthly pivot, and bullish on the sentiment. And they're kind of going sideways, slightly descending. If it comes down, it's a buy over time. Dollar Swiss above, currently a sell. Likewise, sideways, going up a little bit. It's kind of hard to say really. It's sideways pretty much. Areas of interest there. So that line corresponds to 96.81. So probably find some support on that line, on that support there. But we are a sell, so keep an eye on that. It might come up here, then down. Oil quickly, a bit of a funny old one. I'm glad that we didn't put out a buy signal yesterday. That would have been horrendous if we did. Not going to touch this with the coronavirus and the supply-demand issues. So this stochastic is meaningless really because of the fundamental background. It might come up and it will come down, and then potentially maybe once this whole thing blows over, we'll look to buy at the crossover. And then lastly, gold, MR1, monthly resistance. There's your strong resistance, and there's a descending MVP line, so it might track down. There's your area of interest, SLCs. Currently a buy. These guys. Let's see my FX book. There we go. So it's sideways really. So yeah, just a quick one really. Yeah, take care today. We got some US data out. It's fairly busy. It's not that bad. And then just remember to trade safely and use small lot sizes as well. And also the lot size calculator that I put on the private channel as well. Use that, and then you'll know what lot size to use for your account. And yeah, good luck and safe trades.